Alright, so guys, watch this. So if you're out in the market for a laptop, for a day-to-day ultrabook laptop, so you have quite a few options out there. You have, for example, this HP Folio. This is a 9470, quite a good ultrabook, very small, very thin. You can see. You can also go for something like a Dell Latitude 7440, or you can go with a ThinkPad T440S like what we have here today. Personally, I have chosen this over the rest, so I would like us to review this particular ThinkPad. It's a ThinkPad T440S, as you can see. Again, you can see it's also equally as thin compared with, say for example, the HP. It's just slightly thicker than the HP, but we'll see the reasons why. So welcome to this review for the Lenovo ThinkPad T440S. If you're new to this channel, please hit the subscription button so that you don't miss out. I'm your tech guy, Tech Kariuki. I'll join you in a minute. So the Lenovo T440S. So from time immemorial, the Lenovo ThinkPad has always been, from the time it was IBM ThinkPad, it has always been a high-end brand. It has always had the best quality. What we have here is a T440S Core i7 with 4 gigs of RAM and 500 GB old style SATA. Now this has not been upgraded to anything. We have not upgraded anything. We have not upgraded to SSD. Most of these ultrabooks nowadays, well, the first thing you want to do once you get it is, especially if it's in the second-hand market and it has its original disk, the first thing you want to do is to change it to an SSD. You upgrade the hard disk to an SSD. This makes it a lot faster, and it's able to cope generally at much better speeds. So as you can see, the machine is probably like 2 inches thin or thick. It's not the biggest machine. This is the kind of machine that you can carry around if your kind of work demands that you move around a lot. So let's look at the ports. At the back here you have absolutely nothing. The battery you have here is a 3-cell, so it's quite thin. You can get an additional a 6-cell battery, but it is going to protrude a little bit. It's going to lift the machine a little bit from the back. But it has a lot more battery life in it. You can go, according to what Lenovo says, you can go for 9 hours just with the extra 6-cell battery outside here. Now this machine, interesting, is it has a built-in battery. So that it has a 3-cell built-in battery that is soldered into the board, so that you still have another battery that you can use even when you've removed this physical outside battery. So as you can see, the machine has no battery, but we are still able to power it on. This is such a wonderful idea because it gives you extra battery life. It also, the way it's made, it consumes this battery first, then it consumes the internal build battery. So you will always have juice in the internal battery long after this has run out. So in the back here you have nothing. Towards this side you have the Kensington lock, as expected. You have your VGA with its locks here to secure your VGA connection. Then you have the LAN port, You have a USB super speed here, 3.0. Then you have a SIM slot for a SIM card. Let me see if we are able to access this. I currently don't have the pin for that, but you have a SIM slot here. You also have a card reader there. You have your normal 3.5mm jack, and the front side again there is nothing. Then on this side again you have for business use, this is a card slot. You have another USB, then you have a small display port here. Again, this is USB super speed. You have your breathers for the processor cooling. You have another USB super speed back here, and then you have your charging port here. So the T440S comes with a traditional rectangular charger for the ThinkPad. So at the bottom, equally as flat, has some very good support so that it doesn't always lie on the ground, so that the speakers also get to have an output. Then you have these are very important. This is one of the reasons I chose to review this machine over the HP or the Dell, for example. This is for spillage. When you spill something on your keyboard, so it's going to drain right through those holes. They are not perfect. You're not supposed to spill on your keyboard, but they really do help, especially with something like water. If it's not too much, you'll be able to get most of it out through these holes. Yeah, so that's a great idea. A lot of breathers here and there, and the machine feels the traditional ThinkPad quality has been maintained on this. Like for example, this is a machine that is probably 4 or 5 years old, but you can still see that, and it has been put to use, but you can still see that it's clean. You can see it has maintained its the traditional black graphite color that ThinkPad is using nowadays, with a very good quality material here and there. Yeah, so the machine really feels firm, and it's the same story that is continued from inside here. As I said, mine is a touch screen, so obviously this screen is a bit more too obvious, showing fingerprints and stuff, so you need to keep cleaning it. But other than that, the touch seems to be quite okay. As you can see here, the frame is almost non-existent. That is the outside frame. The entire thing is covered with the screen. You can see how thin the frame is. So then this is 14-inch display, as we said, and it's a touch. And then you have your keyboard here. So this is one of the best keyboards out there. Lenovo has had late, actually from way back, they have had some of the best keyboards. You can see with the current spacing, they have spaced their keyboard. It's not like the traditional one. So even if you have very huge arms, typing is such a good experience, and you can see the key movement. When you look at the machine from a side angle, you can see how much movement you get for the key, and it's quite a good feel. It feels good quality, and the keyboard doesn't move at all. The machine is very firm. It's only the keys that move, so when you're typing, you're very clear. You have a very clear feel of what you're doing exactly, and you have a very clear feel of being in control when you're typing on this keyboard. It's quite a great keyboard. Most laptops, when you press it like this, for example, in the middle here, you're going to tell it's very flimsy. So you can see besides that, we also have the knob, the mouse knob at the bottom, the middle of the keyboard here. So if you're the kind of person who prefers this, you can use this. The trackpad is one of the things I also love about ThinkPads. Generally, most ultrabooks, you can see, even when you compare, even for example with the HP Folio that we are talking about, you can see they're also trying to increase the size of the trackpad themselves, because everybody prefers that. Traditionally, we have always had a very small trackpad, and you can see now they have put the effort there to increase the size, and I love it on the Lenovo ThinkPad T440. It's quite good. It's quite a good area for your fingers to play around. Now, one thing they have done is they have not separated physically the buttons up here, the right and the left click. So sometimes that depends with the user. There are people who like it this way, they think it looks sleek. There are people who just think there should be a distinct, to tell between the right button and the left button. They have put some dots here which helps even with when it's probably a bit dark or something like that, or when you're not really concentrating on the trackpad or something, you're able to tell which side. But still, some people prefer when it's two buttons. Personally, I don't have much of an issue with it. It also has a fingerprint reader, by the way. So it has a fingerprint reader here. You can use that to log in. So once we boot it, we access the inside of it. So once you are inside, you can see you have a function key that you're able to activate the function key here, and you don't have to keep holding it down for you to use it, so that you're able to use these keys without necessarily holding it down. So the brightness there. So once you're inside the machine, the case is still the same. You really don't have I'm running Windows 10 on this one and seems to be working okay. The touch is great. Let's just see. So the memory on this machine is a bit constrained, so it's taking a bit of time, but other than that, the touch seems to be okay. In most countries currently, if you're in a country where you're able to get second-hand laptops, this is one of the laptops you can find, and it's quite a good deal for your money. It's quite a good value for your money. So as you can see, this is a great Ultrabook. It's quite good value for your money. You can get this if you're in Nairobi, you can get this, for example, for around 30,000. That's around $300. So yeah, this is a great bargain for your money. In the second-hand market, you can get it for around that, for quite 4 GB. What I would advise with most of these Ultrabooks, most of them will actually come with a slot for an M.2 SSD. If not, you can still upgrade it to an SSD using the traditional SATA, replace the internal hard disk with an SSD one. This greatly increases the speed because this is a fourth generation processor, and if you're trying to reach the max speed as possible, you would want to probably consider upgrading that. You can also upgrade the RAM to around 8 GB. This can take up to 16 GB, and it's the same across the board, even for the HP and the Dell we were using here as a comparison. They are also upgradable to 16 GB. Most of them will be using a DDR3 RAM. So it's up to you to decide what OS you're going to be running on this ThinkPad. But yeah, that's the ThinkPad T440, Lenovo ThinkPad T440S for you. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. It has been a good review. If you'd like to get an Ultrabook for yourself, I'm going to leave a link down below, especially if you're in the East African city of Nairobi and you would like to access a second-hand market Ultrabook like what we have just reviewed, the Lenovo ThinkPad. I'll leave a link in the description below. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week. I'm your Tech Kariuki. And remember, everybody needs to know a tech guy. Cheers.